Hi everybody, welcome back to another Pixel Worlds video. Today we're going to be talking about what happened to pets. Recently we talked about what happened to Price Worlds, and before that we talked about what happened to achievements, and why there's probably not going to be any more achievements, but for a very different reason, today we're going to be talking about what happened to pets. Now if you didn't know, pets was a brand new feature that released last May in 2020, and it was a very, very, very big, massive feature with, a bunch of new features that brought with it, and a bunch of stuff, and it was a very hyped up update. Of course, this is where I basically grew as a channel. I got 600 subscribers just the month of the May update, the month of the May update, just talking about all that, which was like triple my sub count at the time. So I grew a lot from that pet update. But what I can tell you about the pets is that they're not being used at all now. But why aren't they being used, and why aren't there more pets being made? Well, that's the most important thing we have to talk about today. What happened to pets altogether? So let's go back to the history of pets in the first place. So pets started out as being a little fun world feature that you could have, a little world decoration that you can like feed, and you can cure and pet and do all this stuff and bathe and stuff like that. Like a Tamagotchi is essentially the point of it. And it was very time consuming. Okay, if you had a level 9 pet and you were trying to get it to 10, you probably had to check in 2 or 3 times a day. And if you wanted to maintain its health to 100%, you basically had to freeze it. And the freezing is way too expensive, and I think we talked about this in a previous thing, but it's too expensive because you can already just get your pet back to full health in a couple of days, so it's not even worth freezing unless it's only for 1 day or something like that. From 0 to full health and everything, it does not take that long. So it's not really a super big deal if your pet, goes completely out. But the issue comes in when you have like 3 pets and you have to spend 5 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, popping in. And it's really, after a while, there comes to a point where is it profitable enough for me to be checking in constantly with my pets? Or should I just drop it altogether? So what most people seem to do is, when the pet update came out, of course they wanted to try the pets, and they kept doing their pets, but then they eventually came to the conclusion that maybe I should just stop using the pets altogether and just stop using the pets and feeding them and all that once I get to level 10 for the pets. And that's basically what I did, because once you get to level 10, they can't drop down anymore. They can't drop down levels or anything. They're permanently at level 10. And you also get an achievement for it. And I don't remember if it's VIP time or gems or whatever it be. You get, actually, I do remember. It was 10 days of VIP time. So you get it to level 10, and then people just stopped using it because the profitability of the pets were not worth the time. Now, the second reason I can see for why people stopped using pets is because there's just little variety. You have the slime, and then the cat and the dog, and that's pretty cool. The cat and the dog's cool, and then you have the slime, which is $5 only. But they said, and Jake back then said, and I don't know if I have the clip or anything for that. I probably don't. I'm not going to try to hunt that down. But Jake said they probably are going to bring more pets. So I was thinking, oh, maybe they make like a raven or like a bunny or something that you can have hop around. And they'd have like seasonal pets that would come into the shop and stuff. But it's almost been a year since the update dropped for pets, and there's no more pets, no variety of pets at all that were brought into the game. So it really makes you wonder, why didn't they bring pets? And that's the whole point of this video. What happened to pets? Why are there no more pets? It's because the feature isn't being used. For example, if Jet Race wasn't being used at all, they probably wouldn't. Actually, maybe they probably would keep bringing out mounts, especially since they did the mount contest and they keep bringing out mounts seasonally. But so I guess Jet Race would be held up by mounts. But if you look at pets right now, there's no more pets that are being brought out, and I feel like that's mostly because everybody just stopped using the pet feature. It's expensive to keep feeding them and taking care of them, and the profit that you get is just not really super great in any facet, especially considering that when you put them on an adventure, if you don't get back when they come back from an adventure like right away, they're super drained from the adventure, so they just have super low health, and you know it's pointless in freezing them if you can just send them on an adventure, so you at least get stuff when you come back and stuff. Now, interestingly, you can actually get crab bait from pets right now, and I don't know if that's the only way to get it, but I think it is. So that's a pretty interesting feature of pets that I didn't know about until, you know, a couple days after that respective update. But they just need to add more pets, I think, and that'll probably revitalize it. That's it. There's just it's not worth the time spent to profit off of pets, and there's just little variety nowadays for pets, and that's pretty much why they're just gone now, and they're not bringing out any more pets. So again, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.